has started. Jenny, take it away.
This is on AMP TV, right? That's
Yes.
what I should introduce? Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to AMP TV. My name is Jenny. I'm here with my co-hosts, Adam and Antonio. Say hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
And we are bringing you another episode of our podcast, What Are We Talking About? If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. We are just basically going to be given I'm going to be given a topic. Excuse me. I'm going to be giving a topic for the three of us to discuss. It could be a debate. It can be anything, because I am basically the god. So Adam and Antonio do not know my topic, but today I thought we'd just have the nice age-old debate of, let's give a little backstory here. I met Adam and Antonio in college. We all went to college together.
Yep.
And a lot of people have the question of, do you regret going to college? We all went for creative fields. We all finished college with our film production and film production degree. And a lot of people tend to ask those in the creative fields, do you regret going to college? And so I thought I would toss it over to my fellow film production degree holders. Do you regret going to college? Comma, or next question, do you regret going for film? Let's just start with, do you regret going to college? Let's start wide. We'll cast our net wide. Adam, let's start with you.
I don't. It took me many years to get to that conclusion. But being where I am right now, even though I'm far away from you guys now, I don't. Overall.
Okay. And Bottle's opening statement, do you regret going to college?
I also don't. Also, much like Adam, if you asked me a couple years ago, I might have said yes. But as of right now, I definitely no. I definitely don't regret it.
Yeah, so it sounds like you and I are on the same page on that, Antonio. Like a couple of years ago, like definitely like my last year there, for example, on Long Island with you guys, I definitely would have said yes. But now, I don't think I could. I could say yes because to me, I've gotten too many benefits out of going to that school that we went to, and very specifically, you guys. Where the fuck would I be without you guys? I don't know. I completely love you guys, and that school is what allowed it for us to connect. Very specifically with Jenny, it was because she needed somebody to carry her fridge into her new room.
I love that
I did not
story,
know this
though.
lore.
Wait, you don't know the story?
You don't know the story?
I've never heard. No, I've never known.
Jenny, you
Oh my
tell
gosh,
it.
Adam. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the problem is college for me is kind of fuzzy, and not because I drank my way through college, but because I just have a really bad long-term memory, I've discovered. So I switched. So what is it, like three weeks into the first semester of freshman year? Oh yeah, because Bottles, you wouldn't have been there yet because you were a year under us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Okay,
came.
yeah. So Adam and I were dorming at our school, and we were in the freshman building, and I did a roommate swap about 3 weeks in, and I moved in with someone who I was friends with at the time. But at our school, the only way to get a fridge or a microwave was you had to rent it from a specific company. It was like the only dorm approved microwave fridge combo thing.
Yep.
And so mine had to go from like one end of the dorm hallway all the way to the other, and it was really heavy. And so I went and knocked on Adam's door, and I was like, and I just asked, can you help me move my fridge? And I think I've said maybe like 5 sentences to Adam at this point.
Yeah,
the first 3 weeks of school.
Yeah, you've hardly said anything to me at this point. And all of a sudden you asked me that question because I was in the process of moving upstairs as well, from downstairs, because it didn't work out downstairs. And so I moved upstairs, and you were still upstairs, but you were in the other hallway. And you just asked, hey, I'm going to quote you here, Jenny. Hey, you're a big guy. Can you lift my fridge for me?
That's awesome.
It couldn't have offended you that badly. We're still
No,
friends
it didn't. It made me
12 years
laugh.
later.
It made me laugh. But for the record, we weren't friends immediately though. Even after that, I had like a friend group I was hanging out with before that,
Yeah.
and then I had a bit of a mental breakdown. But I don't really think that was the issue. It was more of the fact that I really don't quite want to get into it. But
No,
that
totally.
that friend group, I felt like really stabbed me in the back when I needed them, and I just went off, and it was a movie night in the Downbeat. I believe I can say that. Nobody really knows what it is.
Yeah.
And you guys were watching it. You guys were watching a movie down there, and it wasn't a Disney movie. It was a movie. It was a movie about a guy who got cancer, and he falls in love with a girl, and they both have cancer. And I forgot what it was called.
Is that The Fault in Our Stars?
Yes, it was that. It was that movie.
Yeah.
And that's when I started hanging out with you guys. Was after that. Yeah, I remember it.
See, I don't remember that movie at all, but that's funny. But I do remember like us hanging
You
out.
may have
and
not. You
hanging
may
out.
not have been there. It may have been a couple of the other people in the friend group that was there. That was watching it in the Downbeat. We all just kind of hung out and talked, and then I just kind of clung to it.
Yeah.
What lore?
I was gonna say what a starting point for a friendship, and then somehow it evolved into this.
It's somehow
starting with moving my fridge.
It started with moving your fridge. Yeah.
What a wonderful way for a friendship to start.
A great origin story.
It's one of those things I'll never forget. I've forgotten how I've met a lot of people, Jenny. I will never forget how I met you.
Oh my. No, okay. So then my second part of the question, and then we could always keep reminiscing on college stories, is do you regret going for film? Like, do you regret your film degree? Not so much like going to college, but do you wish you got a degree in something else? Adam?
Now, this is the interesting thing, because I've got another degree.
Yes.
In the meantime, I got my master's in history, military history very specifically, and it's hanging up on the wall behind me. That's the degree I'm proud of, is that one. I do kind of regret that I got my degree in film. I do. Because when I look back on where my career has gone, because again, I work for an ABC affiliate now, you know, and I was editing stuff for the NFL. I was doing all that sort of live broadcasting stuff from there, basically since before I even graduated college. I almost wish I had a mass communications degree instead, because I just kind of got roped into that field, and it turned out because of COVID, I certainly bet on the right horse. I just got into that field because they were offering a job. The mass communications department needed people to film their basketball games, and the film department did not give two shits about hey, some people need work study. I mean, they had it, but they were all completely full. But the mass communication department had plenty of openings, so I went over there. And little did I know would that steer the course of my career as much as it did. I also kind of regret it just because I think film is something that you can minor in more than major in. Like, I really wish if I had my true way, I had a bachelor's in business and a minor in film. That is what I would have done. If I'd known what I do now. Of course, hindsight's always 20/20, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Bottles. Do you regret the film degree?
I don't think I do, because for me, the just the act of creating something, in which, for me, creating films or videos, even for YouTube, is such like a deep passion of mine. Clearly, I basically do daily content on my YouTube channel for the past couple, well, not past couple of years consecutively, but I've done it for a while. So it's like, it allowed what I always love is to take the things that I find passion in and to learn as much as I can about it and learn how to do it and how it works and what doesn't and this, that, the other thing. And I wouldn't have been able to do that with video creation and film making and stuff like that if I didn't go for the degree. I truly don't think I would have been able to. And even at our college, you know, though some of us would say that we didn't learn a lot, I did. I was an amateur when I arrived at our college. Even to go even further beyond that, you know, I also went to community college too.
Mm-hmm.
I started there before I went to the college where we all met, and I will say the number one lesson that college taught me is that I am not great. Which sounds pessimistic, but here's what I mean by that. In the sense that what I was making at the time that I started community college really wasn't that good, but I thought it was.
Mhm.
It served me that proverbial humble pie that I needed. Now, that then led into our college to where it kind of became an issue that I would say I only really got over recently, where I thought everything I made was bad, and I thought no matter what I did, it wouldn't be good enough unless recognized by other people. Because who do you create entertainment for than other people?
Yeah, good for
But that's wrong. You create entertainment for yourself first. And it took me a long time to learn that there is inherent value in the stuff that you create because you created it. And I wouldn't have gotten to that point. I truly don't think I would have matured to the level to where I am right now if I didn't go through college first.
It's kind of like that situation, Antonio. It's kind of like I don't build in order to get clients. I have clients in order to build.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. Yeah. Yeah. I'm in a very similar boat to that, Antonio. Yeah.
Yeah, like
well,
you should want to be creating content that you enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, then what's the point of making it?
Exactly. And that, especially over the past year, that was something that I was really battling.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I never thought I'd be making history documentaries and making good money off of it. I never thought in a million years I was going to get to that point. I thought myself such a failure, especially working at that company that I was working at for about 3.5 years, where every day I'd go into work and just go, how am I going to fuck up today? Which is not a good feeling to have. It's not a good feeling to have. That's a very toxic. I'm not saying it was toxic there. I'm saying my mental status. It was very toxic, and I needed to get out of there. But yeah, that is kind of an interesting thing. And Antonio, you mentioned things that you made in like community college and stuff like that. And I don't know if you two know this. I think Antonio, you do, but I made 3 fucking zombie movies when I was in high school. And in 8th grade, I made a 3-hour war epic called "Don't Tread on Me," where it's just us dying over and over and over and over and over again. But I was in a different boat. I was very proud of what I did in high school because I saw what a lot of other people were making in high school. And I was like, my shit blows them out of the water. And yeah, that wasn't humble. That wasn't humble at all. And I wish I was a little more. That's my actually biggest regret in college in that realm was, by Jesus Christ, do I wish I was more humble and I wasn't such an arrogant ass. I was such an arrogant ass in college, and it got me in so much trouble. And it's like I just didn't care when I should have cared. I also didn't care about what I looked like. Because I look back at some of those older videos, I'm like, Jesus Christ, no wonder why you couldn't pick up a date. You look like a fucking slob. And I'm like, I regret that tremendously. I really do. And I feel like I very, very much, and it's very much my fault because of that arrogance, blew up a bunch of bridges. I didn't just destroy the bridges. I like eviscerated those bridges. There's only one of those bridges that I do not regret blowing up, but
no, there's quite a few people, that you have to be okay with blowing those bridges up and never trying to rebuild.
Yes. Yeah. But I mean, Jenny, what did we do? Our freshman and sophomore years of college, we made a fucking feature film.
Yeah, well, that's
what was it? Garbage? Absolutely, absolutely, it was garbage. But we fucking made something, and I'm like, we weren't partying when a lot of people were. A lot of people were just partying, getting high. That was a big problem at that fucking school.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was painful, the lack of the lack of motivation in that school to actually create shit.
It was crazy. It was insane to me. Honestly, as someone who is creating all the time and is also there to learn to create, it boggles my mind that they just were not there to do that.
And I just love that a certain Vietnam War veteran professor that I fell in love with actually called us out on it. Actually called everybody in the film department out on it and said, you guys are nothing but a bunch of lazy bums.
It needed it. The film department needed it.
Oh, they needed it. They needed it bad.
For sure.
Yeah. But yeah, we made a fucking feature film.
Yeah, like, to throw my own 2 cents in about this topic, do I regret going to college? No, absolutely not. I do not regret going to that school because I met you guys. I met great friends, and I did have good experiences there. But I think, like, the stuff I'm most proud of that came out of my time there, like, creative project-wise, is the stuff we didn't do in class, the stuff that we took our own time and said, screw it, instead of going out and partying and getting drunk, let's go shoot something. And so
we did that a lot. Yeah.
And, like, we did Pineapple. That wasn't for a class project, I don't think.
No, it certainly wasn't. We just had an extra day of a bunch of equipment for a film project for school, a film assignment for school. And we said, hey, we have this extra day. Let's film something. Let's use that extra day.
Yeah.
And we did. And it turned out to be the best thing that year.
People still rave about it.
I know.
Still rave about it.
Well, let me tell you that if it wasn't for Pineapple, I wouldn't have thought I need to work with Adam Noyes.
Pineapple is such a core memory for me, and I wasn't even a huge role on that film yet.
Nope.
Like, that's really before me and you locked in.
That was when you and I did lock in. It was because of that we made that. That was the moment where I'm like, yeah, I really want her involved more with my stuff.
I was still just running around being cable pullers and marking people down. Like, I wasn't even a big role on it. Yeah. But I was there and dedicated, and I think it showed. And that one and FM wasn't for a school project.
FM. Oh God, FM.
I watched it. You're not
I watched it again recently, and I don't hate it as much as I used to. I actually I look in it and I go, okay, I get this, and I like that. I like that shot. I like this. I love that. I even have that with Which Way They Walk. I look at that Which Way They Walk because I, for some reason, was really pretentious and chose that it said we were going to shoot it in 2.761, which is a super wide aspect ratio, because I was a pretentious fuck. What are we going to do? What are you going to do about it? And there's some genuine compositions within that film, where these one-er shots that just kind of linger and the camera just kind of goes from one corner of the room to the next, that to this day, I think if we had a bigger budget and just did the same exact blocking, would have looked perfect. It would have been awesome. But, it is what it is.
I just have so many fun memories from those sets, just hanging out. That's where Matt's nickname of Dolly Boy came from. Literally, we still call him that.
Okay. Yeah.
We have so many fun stories. I still have the video on my phone, Adam, of us at the radio station filming FM at 3 a.m. with the Christmas music and you singing over it. I don't know if I can curse with go yourself.
Go fuck
go
yourself.
I go back and watch that video more often than I should. Like,
I love that. I love that. I didn't know you still had it. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I'll send it in the chat later.
And like we have to like be at our first class at like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. We're still in the fucking radios. I remember that because I slept in the I slept on the couch, that horrible, disgusting couch in the goddamn studio because I was so tired. I didn't even bother to go back to my dorm.
Oh my gosh, it was such a late night.
It was hell. That shoot was hell on Earth.
I have another video of you on the beach by my house for some terrible grief, holding up a flag going "Sanctuary" in the wind.
Yeah, that does sound like something I would do. I think I remember that.
I think that's what you're shouting. I can barely make it out what you're saying over the wind.
I'm pretty sure it was "Sanctuary." That does sound very familiar.
Windy that day. It was so windy that day. I still have a photo of my dad on some terrible grief set because we shot it at my house and my dad was like cooking for all of us. Yeah. He takes the dead cat for the boom pole and puts it over your head.
I look like in that photo, Jenny. I look like not Andy Warhol, but I look like Danny DeVito cosplaying as Andy Warhol.
Oh my god, like it just being on the film sets, like I wouldn't have had those connections if I didn't go. Am I like overly thrilled with the film degree I have? Not really. I wish I'm very in the same boat as you, Adam. I wish I got a marketing major with like if I knew in 2014 social media was like big. In 2026, it's everything.
It is literally everything.
Yeah, legitimately,
and that's how anything is getting traction. That's how bands are getting streams. That's how stores are selling stuff. Like it is everything.
Right.
So I wish I had more of the marketing business side of it.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel the same way too.
And
well, you do that every day now, don't you? Jenny?
Yeah, I mean that's my job. I kind of faked my way until I made it into where I am with my job.
That's amazing.
So in our college, the film degree did not require an internship. I still went and got one anyways. Because of just pressure from faculty and family, which is great. I loved it. Well, I loved that I had an internship. It wasn't my favorite internship. But they ended up just throwing me on like whatever, which was like the email blast, like doing email marketing. And that's where I picked up like how important this stuff was. And then when I got the interview at the company where I am currently, and they saw that on my resume, they were like, "Oh, you went to school for that?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And so I didn't like lie. I said, "Well, I am doing it on my internship." Or I did it on my internship.
Yeah.
Which was a part of my schooling. So somehow we got here. And combined with other skills, obviously, but and that's what I do in my day-to-day now that I'm going on 6 years, is mostly email blast, graphic design, which is all kind of stuff that I've had to pick up as I go and just kind of learn as I go. But I love it. And I kind of wish I went more into graphic design and had learned the skills in school and learned it the right way, quote unquote, because I feel like I'm just kind of faking it till I make it.
Well, I think you have something more to be proud of. And I'm not just saying that because you're God and I want extra points. I think you have something to be proud of with that. And it was very similar to me going into the live streaming industry. I had no fucking idea kind of what I was doing. I knew the basics of how the cameras worked, and that was it. I had no idea how to be a switcher, how to cut to different shots live, because that wasn't part of our degree. It wasn't what we were learning in school. I had to learn it myself.
It was totally separate. It was in that mass comm degree.
Yes.
Which they were like just slowly starting to introduce as we were phasing out.
Yeah, it was our junior
Yeah,
year of
sure.
college was when
Yeah.
it started to become a thing. And I personally think that's that's something to really be proud of. And it was the same with editing. Like if there's anything that I'm personally really proud of what I can do, it's edit the fuck out of something.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm in the same boat. And what's funny is that before our college, boy howdy, did I hate editing.
Yeah.
That
And I
was gonna
loved
be
it.
one of my questions. Like, did you go in and change your mind on something? Like, did you go in thinking I'm gonna be a director, but then you walked out going, no, I hate that. I want to be focused on the editing portion. Like, did you have like kind of a change of heart, change of pace kind of thing?
So for me, no. I went in wanting to direct films and I came out wanting to direct films still.
Mhm.
But what I went into college thinking and what I basically did is I was like, okay, I'm going to do literally everything. I'm going to
Yes.
go in, I'm going to do gripping, I'm going to do cables, I'm going to do lights, I'm going to do camera, I'm going to do directing, I'm going to do writing, I'm going to do editing. I'm going to find a project and do literally everything I can. Uh, and boy howdy did the faculty of that school notice, because I became very popular within the faculty of that school because it's like legitimately it was like, oh, we're walking into like a film set and you're there.
Mhm.
And that was basically what was kind of my like goal.
Now you see that's interesting, Antonio, that you were wrapped up in saying I want to do everything. I did everything because I had to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think our crew kind of did a mixture of everything because we had such small numbers. Because a lot of times no one wanted to make anything
Yeah,
except
very true.
us.
Mhm.
Very
Like
true.
there are tons of film shoots where all we had were like 3 crew members. So we kind of
Yeah.
had to do everything, you know? And like the only reason why I'm good at editing is because all throughout high school I had to edit my own shit. It wasn't because I
Yep.
wanted to. It was because I had to.
Mhm.
Uh and I think that gives me kind of a different perspective on a lot of those jobs within the film industry. And if you don't mind me kind of pivoting a little bit kind of off of the regret kind of stuff aspect of this
Yeah.
kind of, I'm going to say it ever since, and it really came to fruition with the Me Too movement. Or it started there. This industry is full of nothing but scumbags.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Some of the lowest of the low, predatory, evil scum any industry can offer is within the film industry. And I had enough of it. I had worked on a few projects and stuff like that where I was like, I cannot handle this. I cannot handle how skeevy and gross and wrong these ethics were. And it really angered me on top of that because on the surface, such as on social media or their public image, they would always uh, be on their high horse talking about equality of this, equality of that, or virtue signaling
Mhm.
toward an audience to make themselves look better. But then as soon as the doors close, they are a completely different person and totally and completely ruthless.
Yeah.
And that alienated me so horribly from the industry. I basically left it completely. I actually said this. I actually said I wasn't going to work for somebody else in this industry ever again. If I ever make a project, it would be one that is my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's valid.
I mean, that's why YouTube is so like attractive to a lot of people because you don't
Mhm.
really like after a while you kind of do, but you really don't have to answer to anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
That's
only
very
in the
true.
sense of like if you get bigger, then it's like, okay, well now I have to worry more about copyright and like cursing and
Right. Right.
imagery.
Right.
Right.
But like when it comes to just the structure of your project, you get all the say. It was interesting because I've also heard, interesting source for this, but like stand-up comedians now would rather put their specials on YouTube for
Yes.
free for everybody to watch than like on Netflix, because if they go on Netflix, then they get nitpicked to hell, and then they don't even own the stand-up special anymore. But then you put it on YouTube and you own all the rights to your stand-up special, and you can also chop it up and put it on clips, and then bam, you got TikToks.
You'll make more money by posting it on YouTube, by ad insertions and stuff like that, if it can be monetized, and the same with the clips as well. I've noticed that a lot with one of my favorite comedians, Jessica Kirson, she makes me die laughing. Antonio, the last time I was up by you, I introduced you to her. We kind of watched some clips of her. She kills me. Like, I don't know what is it with her, and the fact that she was a voice on the Wonder Pets, I think makes it even funnier, especially when she is so fucking un-PC in how she'll talk about things, and so very blunt with it. It's so funny. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she was a voice on the Wonder Pets, and I found that really fucking funny.
It's like the modern day hearing Bob Saget's comedy after watching Full House.
Full House, yeah, Jesus. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. That's Whiplash.
That is. But yeah, I don't regret it.
No, and it's truly because of the people that we've met.
So maybe let's try a more like positive question then. Is there something you like were surprised by or learned, or like I went in thinking just, oh, I'm gonna make movies, like period. I didn't really like know what I wanted to do. And then I walked away enjoying more being in like post-production editing than like, I still enjoy sets, but I definitely enjoy being in like post-production more. And I also never thought that I would do pre-production, like the paperwork side, like be a producer, like with you, Adam. I never thought that'd be me. So when I started doing that, like especially on Some Terrible Grief, I was like, whoa, this is cool. And I'm good at it and I like it. And I never thought this would be me. Did you have like a moment like that, Adam?
I did on the technical side of things. Like and I've already kind of made this joke already. My niche thing that I'm like, for some reason, unbelievably knowledgeable about and am obsessed with when it comes to filmmaking is aspect ratios.
Mm-hmm.
And how does the aspect ratio of your film help tell the story? And I never quite understood why it looked the way it did until I started going to film school, such as like anamorphic lenses and split focus diopters, and all that stuff was stuff that I learned and discovered about it because of film school. And like for even things such as how to properly film something in slow motion, frame rates, shutter speeds, stuff like that. I didn't have a fucking clue what any of that stuff is until I went to school. Even stuff as simple as the 180-degree rule, I kind of knew it as a rule in the back of my head, but I didn't understand like the importance of it.
Mm-hmm.
And the importance of when to break said rule. And stuff like that. And that was that had a lot to do with film school and everything like that. So that was kind of the thing that I really loved taking away from it, was more the technical side of stuff. Like what actually is the physical side of making a film. And I use all that to this day. So
yeah, sure, it carries with you. Bottles, what about you?
So the one thing that surprised me, and there's one on the side of something I learned that I actually liked to do and was knowledgeable on, and then also something that people seem to like me for. To start with my own personal thing, I didn't think I liked writing as much as I ended up liking it in Five Towns. I ended up liking writing a lot, and I ended up learning a lot about how to write something. To varying degrees of success, whether it was something as simple as eggs will never leave you.
Oh, yes.
Or
I gotta tell you, my coworkers at the station found eggs. They found eggs.
Yeah!
No.
Yeah!
And one of the producers came into the master control room and put their phone to my face and said, "Is this you?"
That's
now
awesome.
the follow up to eggs is if they find Swedish meatballs.
Oh, they found it.
Oh boy.
They found it because they looked through my channel, and they found the playlist in which I had, which was, I think it was called Stuff I've Made. Was I embarrassed by it? Not one bit. I totally owned it. I was like, yeah, that's me. That's me getting covered in eggs. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it?
I had a short stint in softcore porn for a while.
we've made a few of those, Antonio, especially with Asapatwafabum.
Some could argue man baby.
Some definitely could argue fucking man baby.
Which I don't think is it's still not public.
It's not public. It's not public.
I don't know if I could have that on YouTube.
Yes you can. Yes, you can. Just list it as education.
Yeah, educational, yeah. Of course.
Yeah, and you'll be able to upload it just fine.
Yeah, you're learning your manners. It's education.
Exactly.
Honestly, technically, it's kids' content. Let's be real.
It really is. Oh my god, do you guys fucking remember the Dora the Explorer thing we filmed when we were trying to play with squibs?
I will never forget.
Oh,
I'll never forget
my
the shot
god!
of me coming in.
And Jim timed that crash zoom perfectly.
Oh my god, it was awesome.
Oh my god.
That's one of my favorite shots Jim has ever done as somebody behind the camera. Is that shot of you kicking open the door, coming in with this overly huge sombrero, wearing these ridiculously huge pair of jeans, no shirt, and fucking overalls, with a pistol in hand.
Did I tell you? I probably told you the story of what happened on my way home from that. By the way.
Oh my god, I love this story.
Yeah, on my way home from that, all of that stuff that I was wearing was mine, including like the sombrero, the suspenders, the gun, the mustache, everything.
Yeah.
So afterwards we go to like Burger King to like get food before we all like drive home. So because of that, I drove up to the Burger King. I'm like, I don't want to blind them. Turn the headlights off. And then after we're done, I start going home. Forgot to turn the headlights back on. So what happens? On my way home, I get pulled over. So I get pulled over, and the cop comes up to my window, and he goes, your headlights aren't on. And I'm like, what? Oh, shit. And I turn them back on. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize. He's like, how did you not realize that your headlights aren't on? I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of dumb sometimes. Is actually what I said to the police officer.
I would have respected that.
I'm kind of dumb sometimes.
I would have respected that as a police officer. I would have said, "Oh, okay, all right."
And then he looks in my back seat, sees the gun, no orange tip.
Oh no!
And he goes, "The gun's not real, right?" And I went, "No, it's a cap gun. I just came back from a film shoot. That's why it's in a sombrero." And he goes, "Okay, just get home safe." I'm like, "Thanks, officer."
Have you seen? That kind of reminds me of when we were filming Which Way They Walk. You weren't involved on this yet, Jenny, because this was the first half of the film. This is the second half of the film. A lot of the second half of the film did not have a lot of the crew that the first half of the film did. Very deliberately, though, because they had two very different styles. But when we were filming a couple of scenes, there was a time where we knew we had the cops called on us because the police were deliberately following us when we were filming stuff around the train station. They were following us. No, you were there for one of them, but you weren't there for this one. It was Mark, Bill Worster, and Jake Mangan and myself. We were there that night, and it was so cold. It was so fucking cold. And so we were filming it with an EX3, one of the Sony EX3s that the college department had. And I think that's what tipped them off. And the police were like, "What the fuck are these guys doing?" And they followed us forever until we went down an alleyway and we finally lost them. And then we hid in Bill Wurster's house until like 2:30 in the morning. And we grabbed his camcorder, which is significantly smaller than the Sony EX3. And then we filmed what we were going to film. And it's one of my favorite shots in the film. Very specifically, I don't know if you guys remember this, but it's the shot where Mark is on the train station and he discovers the smokestacks, and it's a oneer shot, starts at the bottom of the stairway, goes up to the top of it, and then all of a sudden a train goes by right beside him.
Oh, yeah.
It was that shot. It was that scene we were filming. And that's just one of those core memories I will also have. Also, us eating Taco Bell at 2:00 in the morning after a film set. After we shot that thing, I'll never forget those. Good times.
Anyway,
man.
back to the original point and the original question. So yeah, I came out of it liking writing a lot more, and I learned a lot about writing throughout my college days. But then the other thing that everybody else seemed to really like, that I was surprised got as much traction as it did, was, at least in college, was my ability to be a character actor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I didn't, before going into our college, I did not think that I was that good of an actor, and I really was not, to be fair. But there was something about Shelby fucking McGraw
Yes.
that everybody really seemed to like. To the point that for my acceptance speech for like my it was like a honorable mention or honorable student award or whatever for our final award show. That was how I opened it, and it got roaring applause. Was the Shelby McGraw Channel 24 action news.
Absolutely.
And yeah, like I did. What was funny is that Shelby was originally just a bit part in Arbor Day Carol, and it was just supposed to be that, is that I was just like a newscaster in that, and it wasn't anything like I was saying funny shit just like to make noise for like the background, where I started saying like my bitch wife is fucking Esteban, and the only thing that I can't read is this paper because it's not in Mandarin Chinese, which is the only language that I can read. And I was just vamping, which is what I think then showed John and Eric that I was kind of good at improving stuff. But, you know, then after Arbor Day Carol was submitted and shown, like, teachers started to stop me. Like, our one teacher, Andrews, was literally, I've never spoken to him before or said anything to this man. I haven't even looked in his direction. And he goes, "Hey, you." And I'm like, "Yeah?" Like, I'm like, a teacher just said, "Hey, you" to me. Am I in trouble, basically?
Right.
And he goes, "You're Shelby McGraw." And I went, "Oh, yeah." He's like, "I fucking loved Arbor Day Carol. I fucking love Shelby." I was like,
That's so funny.
"Oh, thanks." And then our other teacher, who I won't name because we don't really like him anymore, was also being like, "Yeah, that was awesome." And I was like, "Oh my God, what?" And so, you know, we decided to do more with the Shelby character, and, you know, it kind of became like, I'm not to toot my own horn, but I feel like it kind of became one of the more famous characters in our school.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
To the point where
Maybe
I
mostly,
literally
like,
had to,
autograph.
especially in our film club, I had to tell people to stop putting Shelby in their stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about this.
That's crazy.
Because everybody's like, and then we can have Shelby McGraw come in. I'm like, I'm trying to develop Shelby into its own show, but I don't want to keep doing this.
You said they're just janking your character.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I'm like, it was like, I think the only one that I allowed was for the Purge parody that we did.
Oh yes, that one. Yes,
I remember that one. Yeah.
I enjoyed being in that one, or helping out with that one.
I was truly surprised at how people liked my character acting. I didn't think that I was good enough of an actor to be able to do that. And, you know, even now, it's like most of the stuff is because we have to, but, like, you know, I'm still acting in stuff that we make. And even though a lot of it is, you know, more reality TV than anything, but like even the stuff that we shot almost a year ago now, it just dawned on me that it was that long ago. But like, in our upcoming web series, I'm still acting.
Yeah, that was my least favorite part of doing of what we were filming. Was I did not like being in front of the camera so much. Because there were so many times, particularly, and I know we kind of snapped at each other for a while there when we were filming it. But when I was strapped to the bed, it was so frustrating because I was strapped to the bed.
Yeah,
I couldn't move. I couldn't move, and I was like, I need to be able to say, let me just show you what I want, and I can't because I'm strapped to this fucking bed. I'm half naked.
This is amazing because none of the show is out yet, so this is all out of context.
Oh
God.
And then I just got there, and you were like, Jenny, go get this shot through the window of Adam laying on this bed half naked, tied down. And I'm like, oh, okay.
That was the most frustrating part because I could have easily have gone out there myself and been like, I know exactly what we need. Let me just grab it. But also, I'm strapped to a bed.
Step ladder like I did.
That's true. That's very true.
Very true. As we approach the end of our time, I would like everyone, all two of you. I would like your favorite memory. And since we were talking about film degrees, let's try to relate it to like a memory on set or from a project from our time at school you were like, wow, that either made you really like be like, wow, I love filmmaking, or like, wow, I love filmmaking with my friends. Like, give me your favorite.
Oh God. Yeah, Antonio, what's your favorite memory?
You know what? Maybe you should go first.
Would you like me to go first?
Could you go first, Jenny? I gotta think about that.
I don't know if this like counts. Well, actually, it can count because I'm God and I say it counts. It was honestly okay. This is one of my favorites. The cleanup for Swedish Meatballs. We were all in the studio till 6 a.m. when the sun came up, scraping the studio floor with toothbrushes and toothpicks, and we're blasting the Willy Wonka soundtrack. Like, I was like, you know what? This sucks, but at least I'm here with friends.
Yeah, that sucked. That cleanup absolutely sucked, and we still almost got in trouble. But that's neither here nor there.
I can look back on it and just truly start laughing. Like, I don't look back on it and go, I can't believe Adam made us fucking do that. Like, what the hell?
Hey, I was right there with you, Jenny. I didn't leave early at all. I was right there with you.
No, we were all making trips to like 24-hour Walmarts to find like more cleaning supplies.
Yes.
But like, I look back on it and I just laugh because I'm like, that sums up our film careers at school.
It's not an Adam Noyes shoot unless there's a giant mess involved somewhere.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That still rings true today.
Me being covered head to toe in green paint, running with a broom in between my legs.
Don't forget all of the fucking water from the raw fucking chicken that I slammed on the table.
Oh God, yes. Oh God, I think I know mine.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I think my favorite memory overall, because there are many, even on shoots that didn't go well.
Mm-hmm.
I still can find things that I enjoyed. But I think my favorite one was on Pineapple, when the person who was going to play the character who was shot chickened out last second and didn't show. So I filled in for the role. And there's something about the fact that when it was finally time for me to get on the ground and covered in blood, it was you and I believe her name was Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
Came over to me with this giant bucket of blood that I had made the night before, because I was the blood guy in college, by the way. I just knew how to make. Everybody came to me when they said, hey, we need fake blood. I was like, what kind? Do you need it to be more yellow? Do you need to be... Yes. And you guys come up to me with this, this giant 2-gallon bucket of blood. And you guys just started like tentatively start putting it on me. And I'm just like, no. And I take it from your hands and I literally just dumped it all over me. And and I had to spend the rest of the shoot directing from lying on the ground, covered in the stickiest fake blood you could possibly imagine.
Which means you also couldn't touch the camera to show us what you wanted visually.
I couldn't touch the camera. Well, granted, the shots were pretty. Yeah. It was a much more controlled set in that realm. And I wasn't even on a set for the full time. Eventually, when we got all the shots that I was in, Jim kind of took over for a little while, so I could just clean myself up really quick. In which I literally walked into the shower. Oh man, those poor people who were walking up just see me come out from underneath this dorm, covered in head to toe with blood. And I think one of them, I said, "You should see the other guy," and I just kept walking. That's happened a lot. It was me covered in eggs, me covered in fake blood, everything. Me covered in people covered in gravy.
Watered down gravy.
Yeah. It was wonderful. But I literally, Jenny, walked into the shower, fully clothed.
I believe it.
With all that blood on me. I was like,
it must have been stuck to you. Like, I don't think you'd be able to get it off if you tried.
No. It was, but I don't know. There's something about that. I just loved the camaraderie that happened on that set. The amount we were laughing. Keith Dorman, the actor we brought in to be in the film as well. I loved working with him and how comfortable him and I were together because he was like, "How comfortable are you?" Because like he kind of crawls up to me and kind of holds me. Mm-hmm. I was like, "Do whatever you want, man. I'm totally comfortable with this. Just have at it." And we did.
Yeah.
It's just such a fucking good memory for me, and it was just a perfect shoot for me. It was so perfect. You guys were perfect, and it came out so good. And it puts a smile on my face every time I think about it.
Yeah. Bottles, do you have one?
Okay, yeah, I got one.
Okay.
Basically, and you're gonna be probably surprised at my answer, but I think that the most that I've laughed on a set, both on set filming it and also in the post-production, was when we were filming S2.2.
Oh my god.
Because of the subject matter of what we were filming, there was not a mature person in that room.
Not one.
One of my core fucking memories from that shoot was when Adam fucking blasted ass right next to our director of photography, Dan Pombano. And that literally like delayed the shoot by like 10 minutes because we couldn't stop laughing.
It was very true. And it wasn't a quiet one either. It was like a very loud, it was like a trombone going off.
But like not only that, but also like I also think about when we were in your dorm room and we were doing the Foley with the raw chicken. Oh my god, it's some of the funny. I had to stop myself from laughing just because I believe I was the one that was recording it with the mic, and
yes.
You're
just hearing me slap these two pieces of raw chicken together.
Yeah.
And
moaning.
Yeah, and a lot of moaning. There was a lot of moaning. And the fact that the following day, John forgot to grab the condom.
Yes. That was the icing. At the time, I was terrified.
I would be too.
Now, that is the funniest possible thing that is the best story I could fucking tell about our time at our school. And for you, Jenny, you said that cleaning up after Swedish Meatballs was like the perfect symbol for filming with everybody.
Yeah.
Us leaving the condom in the studio was mine.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck. That's crazy.
Oh, too funny. Well, thank you for sharing your memories and taking a walk down memory lane. I think we're due to wrap up. I think it's about that time.
It's been about an hour. Yep.
Oh yeah.
So thank you both for sharing your points. You both made very good points. Antonio said something early in the filming though about wanting to create entertainment for yourself first and foremost, and that has resonated with me this whole time. It's like been in the back of my mind and stuck with me. So I think for that, I'm gonna give him the win here.
My congratulations, sir.
Great points.
Thank
And very interesting sides that I loved hearing your point of views and your experiences and what you bring, like what you've gained and from our time in school. So thank you so much for sharing with me.
Yes, this was fun.
Of course.
So I think that about wraps it up for today's episode of What Are We Talking About? I was your host for today's episode. I'm Jenny. If it's okay with Adam, I'll pimp my stuff out.
You're God. You can do whatever you want. Yeah.
Okay. But I have a YouTube channel called Magically Jenny where maybe uploads are coming again. We'll see. Maybe. Antonio, why don't you give us the rundown?
Yeah, sure. I got a channel called Game Controller Network. If you like video games, that's the channel for you. I upload a video every Monday and Friday, either talking about either reviewing a game in a franchise or talking about a history of a game in a franchise, or usually canceled video games is something I talk about a lot, as well as like other sorts of game content like board games and stuff like that we started delving into. And I also stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Cool. And Adam?
Well, this is my channel, so I don't necessarily need to pimp everything out, but
very true.
All the links are in the description below, including the channels to these two goobers. And yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, so join us for our next episode where the topic will be decided by our new god, Bottles, which is a frightening thing to say, but
our new god.
Our new god.
Our new god. Oh my god. What have you done, Jenny?
Uh-oh. You know what? I made my choice and I'm sticking with it.
You're sticking to it. Sticking to your guns. I can respect that.
Yeah.
Remember, the sign of integrity is that even when you know you're wrong, it is sticking with your original point and sticking to it to the end.
May I remind everybody that the last time that I was the host of an episode, Adam had to blur my crotch for the whole episode.
That was so fucking funny. And I had to rotoscope it, dude. I had to rotoscope the goddamn thing. I had to follow his crotch.